Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is May 1st. It is Saturday, 2021. Now, if you looked at it now and you see this, and if you haven't seen what I posted this morning on Instagram and Twitter, go check that out. Doesn't even look the same. Oh, look, look what I have. Hello everybody! I'm like the Pied Piper. I have all the cats coming. That's too funny. So anyway, I just looked behind me and they were all there. So we had snow through the night, and everything was covered with snow this morning. So I took some pictures because I knew it was gonna. They said it was gonna go up to 60 today, so I knew that we would end up, warming up and everything would melt off, and nobody would see how crappy it was. But so that's why I did some pictures. But so the chickens are out there chilling, as you can see, and then we got the puppies out right now. Somebody was walking their dog, I think, and the puppies were not happy about that. So they were doing their barking earlier. Hey, 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 hey! Pandora! No! No! She's like, well, I want to bark. You can hear the dog. Somebody down walking that way with their dog. You guys are fine. Look at Hella. She's like, I don't care. Do you care, Hella? Say, no, I don't. I don't care. I'm just a big puppy. I'm just a big puppy. Look at her. She's bigger. She's bigger now than both of them. She will be 7 months old on the 6th. So, all right. So anyway, I wanted to talk about there's so many things. I see the different stuff that's put out there in the news, and I'm just like, really? It is absolutely amazing to me. We're gonna walk up here. I want to show you guys something. Hopefully this is not too muddy. So I don't know if you guys saw this in the news or not. There was a couple that were going to the prom, and the one boy wore a red dress, right? He wasn't done up in drag or anything like that. He just wore this red dress. He was, obviously a gay couple. And first of all, who cares, right? I don't see where that, is the big deal. Well, some kid got into a verbal thing with them who happened to be the CEO of some company. And he was fired from that position because of, going verbally after this other kid. Again, you know what? If you agree or disagree with somebody's lifestyle, that's obviously your opinion and your choice. But to attack somebody because they make you uncomfortable or something to that effect, that's not acceptable. Now, do I think that the kid should have gotten fired from his job? And I don't know what the company was. I don't know if it was like some small company or whatever. But and I don't know why they would have a kid as a CEO. The maturity level is not there. I mean, that's just a reality of that. But those things definitely I find very interesting. So I wanted to show you this because in years past, and I do want to hear your feedback on it. What do you think of the fact that, like I said, I think the kid, should not be attacking somebody else because of their lifestyle choices. And if he wants to wear a red dress to the prom, who cares? You know what I mean? He was doing it, and realistically, let's be realistic. He was doing it to shock and upset people, which was the intention, of course. And so that's exactly what he did, and they got the negative attention that they wanted from that act. Everything is done for a reason. And that's just my opinion. I think, things are done to shock people and upset people, and they do it because, I think this will be funny. And then when somebody calls them out on their behavior or whatever the case may be, look at, I have my posse coming. The posse's coming. When they're called out on their behavior, they don't like it. So, which is just funny because it's very ironic that they're doing something for the shock value or whatever, but yet when somebody calls them out on it, they don't like it. So anyway, years past here, guys. Last year, Bill put the swale in back here behind everything because now this is the drainage field here for our gray water system. Okay, so we got all the stuff in here for the gray water system. So he did this swale. Years past, as you see, this water's coming down here pretty steadily off the hill. A couple different spots. It's coming from that way, and it's also coming from this way. In the years past, it came right down through here, went right through the dog run, and then ran through the property that way. Now we've built up the property back over in this way more, and so now we're not having that flooding issue down here, which is fantastic, which is really, really nice. You know, so that's big difference. But just having the swale cut into here like this, and that's quite a bit of water coming down, as you can see. So now that all is traveling this way over into this area, and we're going to walk over here. And I wanted to hey, enough already! Pandora! So look at how rich this soil is here, guys. This soil is unbelievably black. Great soil. So, you know, when people ask me, SHTF happens, you know, and you can't have dirt brought in, because I've had dirt brought in. What are you going to do? Well, right here. Look at all the soil. This soil is perfect. This is just unbelievably great soil for growing, and it will continue to be so. But so the swale's cut through here, so all this water is coming here and going out into this area. Now there is a spring over in this area, okay? Because obviously you can see there's no trees growing in this area. These trees here were taken down over in this area and pushed over here several years ago. So I actually do need to get in here at some point and clean this up, which I will. Probably not going to happen this year, but it will at some point. But eventually, the pond is going to go in here. That's where I want to put the pond, because then when you have your spring runoff coming down the hill like it is, it's all going to come here and go into a pond that's already going to be here. And then we're going to have, somebody's walking by now, I think. Pandora! No, it's just this freaking dog over there barking, and so they're just barking back. Sorry if I'm yelling in your guys' ears. I do apologize for that. But anyway, this area here is going to be the pond, okay? So we're definitely going to dig this out at some point and put a pond in this area. So that's down the road. But everything, you know, like again, it all takes time and steps. And we have been focusing on the front of the property, as you guys know. Something I wanted to share with you guys. Alright, so little tip for people they may know or may not know. So what we have here, you see these, right? So what I'm going to do, pull one, crap, didn't get it out. And it's all mud. But anyway, this is a leek, okay? And I just basically ruined this one because I was trying to pull it out. Let's see if I can get the one next to it here. It's very, well, and again, this soil, if you're looking at that soil's rich and black. Let's see if I can't get this one to come out whole. I'm trying to. Well, I'll just show it like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. But that's a leek, okay? So actually I'll just cover that back up. I don't need to harvest that at the moment. But all these here, these leaves and stuff like that, this whole patch is a leek patch, and that comes up generally end of April and stuff like that. Really good thing to have. So if you see those leaves like that, you don't want to harvest everything because the patch will continue to grow if you let it be. So there's some more over here that you see growing, so it's spreading out. Hella, stop. But anyway, so that's what that is. That whole patch in here, that's a leek patch, which is pretty cool. And it's a source of food. It's like an onion. Very, very good. It tastes really, really good, to be honest with you. But that's where that is. I was going to show you guys that another time. We actually discovered that last year. Eric was up, and he was up harvesting. He goes into Pennsylvania, and there's this place that he goes in Pennsylvania where he harvests the leeks. And so he had come here, and we were walking around. He's like, "Oh my God, man, look at this! You got a leek patch right over here on your own property." I'm like, "Oh, no kidding." So I know that there's more up through the hills and stuff like that as well. So there's a source of food that you could have early spring that is available, that it's right there. And so that's kind of neat as well. So obviously this whole area here, we're not going to really do anything in this area because that's where all the drainage is for the gray water system and stuff like that. But no, it's ended up being just a really nice day overall after all. But when we woke up this morning, and here comes Mr. Max. Hey, baby boy. Hey. So when we woke up this morning, and there was, there was snow all over the ground, I was like, you got to be kidding me, May 1st, and we were dealing with snow. Thank goodness it wasn't cold enough to kill all the blossoms. I mean, these two cherry trees or peach trees are full of blossoms. The plum tree's got a few blossoms on it. Doesn't have a ton, but the cherry tree over here, the one cherry tree over here, has a ton of blossoms. So, and we have a lot of blossoms with the pear trees as well. So I wanted to make sure that we didn't lose those. Oh, hold on a second, buddy. I went out the back door, so I didn't unlock the front door. There you go. Max, coming in? There you are. All right. So anyway, but yeah, so the blossoms are all good, which is nice. And there's Miss Socks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of cherries we get on this tree this year. We should do really, really well. And then, of course, and I'll show you these here guys over here. These are all blossoming really, really nice. So I'm thinking we're going to get a lot of pears off of these guys this year as well. This one is kind of not quite there yet. We're starting to get some of the blossoms coming out for that as well. But so yeah, so like in the fall, I will be topping these trees off once we get into colder weather. And then if we come down here, I'm just showing you this real quick again. So I'm going to work on this today, I believe. I got to get all the stumps and stuff in here first. So I will be doing that. Once I get the stumps in, I can build that end. And then I got the Quikrete is here, and I can fill it all in with the Quikrete where I need to fill it in. I do every other hole. Any hole that has a piece of rebar, so it's every other hole has the rebar all the way around. And then on the ends, I do it a little bit more overkill. So I got two pieces in the corner, and then one here, then one there, then one right next to it, then two pieces in that corner and one there. So on the ends, I do a little bit more overkill, but on the other ones, it's every other. So, but I just have to fill this with the stumps first, and then I'll finish making the bed, and then that'll be that. So I am going to work on that today. I just wanted to get that done. But I was going to show you here, we have some blossoms on both of these cherry trees as well. Obviously, not like that cherry tree, but we're going to get some cherries this year out of these guys as well. So, and then, of course, these here are also plum trees. And you can see the blossoms on the plum trees there, which is very, very cool. All the little blossoms, and they're now going to turn into plums, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to get a lot of plums off of that one. And then if you look on this one, we got more coming on this one. So we should get some good fruit this year, I'm thinking. Unfortunately, we got the 4 trees last year, and the 2 cherry trees are dead. So they're going to get taken out this year. These were the 2 new peach trees, and you can see the blossoms on both of these trees, which means we will get peaches off of these trees this year as well. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that's going to be awesome. So, but yeah, so once again, just a quick piece of advice for anybody thinking of getting fruit trees. Buy the more mature tree. These trees we got, like I said, I just planted these last year, and we're going to get fruit this year off of them. If you buy just the small twigs trees, you're looking at 5-6 years before you're going to get some kind of fruit off those trees, because they have to grow, they have to develop. And so if you can buy the more mature tree and put those in, you're going to be in a much better shape. So just sharing it with you guys, and you know, you can kind of take that for what it is. But so that's just one thing that I wish I had done different, because these, especially the 3 up here, and that was this one included, that those were the first 4 that we planted. But again, the deer ate down this one 2 years in a row. So that's like 2 years. This tree here is 2 years behind its counterpart over here that is doing fine. So that, but it's taken these guys, you know, 7 years to get to this point. We had a couple of cherries last year. When I say a couple, maybe 3-4 cherries last year. And I think the year before that we just had a couple as well. Last year we didn't get any pears last year. The year before I think I had 2 pears total. So, you know, we'll see how it all pans out, but it will be interesting. But look at Socks enjoying the sun. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here for now. I'm going to get this video up for you. I will do another video later. I want to, you know, so I kind of got sidetracked on everything, but this cancel culture that we're in today, as soon as somebody doesn't agree with what is socially acceptable, listen, you know, you have the right and you're entitled to your own opinion, even if you're wrong. I'm not always right. I'm not politically correct in any way, shape, or form, and I never will be. But the one thing that I could care less what anybody does, that if it doesn't affect me personally, I don't care what you do. If you want to walk around, you know, wearing a prom dress, if you want to walk around wearing a tutu, knock yourself out. I mean, you know, to me, the only one you're going to embarrass is yourself. So, you know, that's just my opinion. So it's just, you know, people have all kinds of reasons for doing what they do, and it continues to go on. So, you know, that's kind of the way it goes. But so, long video. Very briefly talked about what I originally wanted to talk about, but I wanted to show you a couple things and show you the ideas that we have here and what's going on. So anyway, I am going to jump off. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. I hope your week is going to be good. I hope you're enjoying your weekend, I should say, because now it is Saturday. But anyway, remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. We're one race called the human race, which I think some people do lose sight of that. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Bugs are starting to come out now. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, Miss Molly, STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you is you. Nobody else can stop you. All right? I hope you have a great day. I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. And I'll show Miss Molly just having a rough life here.